Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooter's gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah. Yeah. Everybody knows that I'm breaking down. Everybody knows I ain't faking now. Everybody knows my heart's vacant now. Yeah, she hates me now, I made mistakes but now I don't ever wanna be alone. I don't really ever feel at home. On my own, in the zone, that's the only way I know. Feeling low, about to blow back up. Here I won't ever let the doubt creep in. Gotta pop a couple more aspirin. I don't think I'll ever let you win. Easier to break it off as friends. I don't really understand myself, I don't really understand, need help. I don't wanna be left on the shelf. Couldn't even hear me if I yelled. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm
Alright guys, welcome to today's live stream. Today we're going to be coding a brand new bot that was actually in the works for a very long time. Well, planning stages. It finally just got out of the planning stages, which means I'm finally able to discuss the bot a bit. So, let's get let's go ahead and discuss some of the things related to why this bot is coming along and what this bot will do. I'm going to get started with that. Also, a few updates before I get started as well. I'm going to switch over here. So, we're here on the Discord. You may know that I run Rambot. Hey, what's up? So I run Rambot and code it, and it's getting worked on for version 20, which is gonna be a big, major update. And as this discussed, Rambot's goal is to be a web-based configuration system, which means that there's no command interactions for configuration. Some people don't like that, and I've been noticing that. So the goal of Rambot's sister, is to be a command config based system. So it's going to be similar to RAM in a way, except not. There's some features that won't be ported over, such as the AI, unfortunately. But it's going to be similar in a way that enough that some people may use it. Now, the whole goal of this happening is to have a better understanding of what goes into bot development, but also have that customization that people want, so they can choose RAM if they want the web-based version, or they can choose RAM if they want the config-based version. So essentially, you choose which one you want. Now, you can run both. There's no problem with that. They run on totally different databases. They run on totally different systems and commands, so they can technically coexist with each other. And that is how I plan to operate this bot today, is to have a choice, essentially, or run both if you wish. Now, it's obviously not online yet, so let's go ahead and get it online now, so that way it can function. I first need to do a few things to make it work, and edit and install some packages. What's your question? Discord, helper, GS. What's our packages? Oh, I can't think. Oh, I think that's the package. I can never remember. Let's go to simply to add Rambot itself. You can actually head to this URL. I'm typing it in chat for you guys. And if you sign in to the dashboard, oops. So that's not a link. Give me 1 second. There we go. Go to that website URL, and you can. Yeah, I'll show you. So if you go to that website and you log in, you can hit manage service and head down to where it says add me to the guild, and you can hit setup, and it will allow you to set up your Discord into the bot. That bot's pretty simple invite system. Another way too is if you're in a server with it, you can always click this and it will lead to that same website as well. So that's the two easy ways to do it. I hope that I was able to explain that decently for you. Okay. I'm not gonna enter anything insecure. So we're going to use config.js. Okay. And then we'll import that as well into here. Okay, I don't think that's the way I'm going to be doing things here. So let's go ahead and go straight to work. I'm going to do a client. Actually, I can just do this. We're gonna erase those because code palette does not always give me the correct options here. Actually, no, I like that. Apps can be more cleaner. I need to export this. Okay. I'm going to import all the things that I need. There we go. And yeah, I do have some things open on my side for me to use to help me with this. Oops, we're not doing process M's today. Lost train of thought there for a second. Okay, we do need to log into Mongo and set up some other prerequisitories. Let's go ahead and get that set up. So after the super. Oh, I forgot to install Mongoose. npm I. Mongoose will be the database choice for the spots. Hopefully it won't end up like RAM where it ends up having multiple. I'm gonna try to avoid that this round. Okay. So mongoose. Oops, we're not gonna do the whole default thing, please. I believe that's how you import it. Yeah. Except you don't do it that way. You do it that way. Mongoose. Connect. We're gonna do bot dot MongoDB. Then we're gonna head and do it. First, we need to create a logger. Easy way to do that is just go ahead and okay, for requirements. Logger.js. Exports. .logs. Goes to new. Execute logger. There we go. All right. Then we can come to back to the client.js. One, we can change this to be logs.info async. There we go. So now we have everything done there. I do need to also do other things as well, but for now, we're doing this as we're going. Alright. This dot command equals to new collection. And I actually need to import that. This, actually that's not required. RAM. So we're just gonna say events dot on. Right, catch for the package update event from RAM API.js. That would be aware when an update occurs. And we can do logs dot warn async. That should be what I return, I hope. Let me check real quick. Since I have access to the RAM API.js code. Well, I mean, I should. I'm the creator of it. I should. Let's see what it returns. So it returns a name. Okay. Returns a version. Does not. So there we go. Because that's the version that we're going to be looking for. And then to update let's go ahead and import that as well. Data dot to, I should do that way better for future reference, but that's fine. To update. I really need to better my documentation for this package. Okay, so now we have a warning system for when the package goes out of date, so that way we can update it, and it should automatically emit this. So we're not gonna worry about the other events because technically you can't emit to them. I need that in a manual check too, because that way it can be manually checked. I just realized that that's missing. Alright. We're not going to do any music features in this spot, because actually Ram's getting rid of that in favor for Ram Music, so we're not going to worry about that. Not going to worry about that. We don't plan on doing any premium features. I do need to get these transferred over. These are what do the primary check for errors and prevent the bot from actually shutting down when it errors. Ooh, okay, so that's all I'm gonna do for now. Let's just see if it starts. Client is not defined. It's because it's not. There we go. So it should be online now. I'm actually gonna head back into here. So it should be online. Yep, it is. We got the everything going. All right. All right. Okay, so now that it's online, and we can confirm that it's online here because it's just online, we're gonna head into getting this coded. Now, the very first thing we need to do is set up for the handlers. So we need a new folder and call it handles. And then we're gonna get to work on this. First, we're gonna start with the event handler. So what this does is handle all the events like message, content, slash command, anything you can think of that requires an event. This will handle it. Now, unfortunately, it does not handle all the events, unfortunately, because not every event can be handled, such as the package one, because that one's built into the package system and cannot be accessed via the system just yet. I haven't figured out how to do that, so we'll just have to wait and see. So we're gonna start with module that exports, and we're gonna take a client. And then I'm actually gonna do me a huge favor and actually define the client, make my life easier. That way it predefines me with information. We're gonna do const events path equals to path. We're gonna add an import path. we go. Const event files. We're going to equals to fs. And actually, we can skip that part. We can actually just go to read directory sync events path and filter for that. There we go. Pretty simple. And I'd like to remind all the viewers who are watching or possibly watching on any of the platforms that you can ask questions about the development and what's going on if you have any. And I'll be willing to answer it. These code and talk streams are more made or designed for learning experiences, not to hurt anyone or anything like that or cause confusion. Alright, now that's doing is airing out because it made a mistake. I've got a end bracket. Okay, client. I keep losing my train of thought here. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Sorry about that little bit of delay. Okay, so basically I'm going to explain what this does for you guys who don't know what's going on by looking at this. So we first start by getting the paths that we need. So this will basically go to /events. I'm actually going to have to do a double slash. So this goes to /events / for example, ready.js, and it will basically be the ready event. So that's what that's doing. It's just simplifying an automated system. That way we can automatically add events as time goes on, easier without going through the process of any hardness. Now we do need to get events started. So let's go ahead and get the first event in. So we'll go ahead and go to new folder, event. We're going to start off with a ready.js event. Because that's what gets the spot started. So to do this, we're going to do module the exports name ready. If this is once, so it runs once, so we're gonna say it's true to once, and async execute. I believe it's execute. All right, did I do execute? Yes, I did. Okay. My other code does not have it as execute, but that's fine. And then we need to do one more of these, and then we need to define what client is, so that way I have it. Alright, and then we're just going to do the logs thing. Boom. And this over, and I'm just going to do this, that way I know which file it's coming from. So, with that in mind, now we can do is get rid of this and just require, oops, it's not commands, it's events. And then, starting the bot, it should result into a perfectly logged system. And I also need to change this as well, because I think I actually like that better. Instead of defining what it is, define what's going on and where it's being called, because that can help find the file. There we go. So now we know where the file is being called, where that log is currently being called at. Nice. Now actually I can redefine, actually let's redefine this. Login type, and then file. So we'll go ahead and switch our type. I'm going to say info. Now I want a fatal. There we go. I'm going to default to that in case now no type is defined. Exports. Actually, let's do this. Exports. That formatted. And then we'll also go ahead and do one more thing and call exports.logs for those I already did. Equals to new rem bot. There we go. And that should be able to call it itself as well. Notice we have two different loggers now, which is perfect. One will go through and do it for me. I didn't know. Wait, is debug log? No, it's not an option yet. So that's not even an option. So I'm not sure why I did that. Okay. But anyways, that will work now. I will make sure it still works. Yeah, it still works. Okay. Next up is now we have the ready event. We're also going to want to set up some client processes. So client.user set presence. Okay, so we're gonna do bot I forgot I need to use these instead. Bot dot oh no, it's version. We'll kind of give it a URL as well, which will be my Twitch URL for the streaming side of things. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to be using I'm going to install another package, because I forgot about it. Discord give aways. Okay, next step, you need to set the we'll set up the new giveaway thing. So client dot giveaways equals to new giveaway manager client storage. There we go. Actually, there we go. I don't need no cron at the moment because I don't have any documents that need to be changed. But we do need to do a set interval. 71, 2, 3. So every 70 seconds this interval will run, which is roughly above a minute. So oh, sorry, I do 75 seconds. That's right. So this will change the status automatically. So we need to do this properly and stuff like that. So this is going to use a backend key that I need to grab. Why am I so not prepared for the stream today? Now I'm prepared. And I also need to do npm I Axios because I'm gonna need it. Okay, so we're gonna do is await. I need to async this interval. Await Axios dot. I believe it's a get. So we're gonna have to enter this address manually. API.roundbot.xyz slash version 11 slash backend slash status. This is unfortunately something that RAM API.js cannot handle. Alright, total guilds. How does it get that information? Oh, because that's right, bot is sharded originally, so. Let's go ahead and do that. Because we're not planning on sharding this bot at the moment. We have no close plans of setting that up yet. Rambot already has that set up because it's prepped. It got prepped a long time ago when it got verified. So, well, at least when the original verification system was in place and got verified, obviously this bot's verified now, so. But it's not in the correct amount of servers for it, so. We'll at least have a worry about it coming up. So it was right about the. It was right about nothing. It's a 0 shard out of 1 shard. Because there's no shards yet, so, and then 3. I'm not sure what that 3 does. It's been a while since I coded the API, so it's like, I'm trying to remember exactly what it's made out of. Because some things do certain things, and if you don't define it correctly, let's just say the API goes crazy. And will return a bunch of errors to you. Now, it's not defining its age. I think that was intentional due to the fact, but I want to make sure and see how this works because I'm using the same one that RAM uses, so I don't want to accidentally. Okay, so it's looking for ages at the end. Where does birthday come from? Okay, we're just gonna say a 4 because we obviously know that the API is automatic system. I have to add it in. Let if so I'm going to say if age is equal to 4, else. There we go. So now we're defining which bot we want, and this bot's going to be birthed of today's date. So 2024 8. So 2024 23. Wait. That's right. The bot's birthday happened recently, I think. Yeah, it did. August 3rd. How about that? That's Manbot's birthday. So we're pretty close to each other on this. I should have done it a couple days ago, because then it would have matched. Now it adds a year. I have no clue if that's going to be accurate or not. So hopefully it is. I think that was done purposely though. I know Rambot, it's actually older because I didn't have the exact date of development start, but I knew it was a year before. Why are you sad? Anyways, I know it's older than what the release date says it is, because the bot wasn't released right away. The Rambot is complicated. It has an additional year to it, so I don't think I need that +1 on this one, because it's generally correct now. Because when I consider the bot, I consider when it releases for development. So, actually no, it's releasing in January. It should be releasing soon. I'm gonna say January. So I need to see the actual date of development. Not development. I don't know. I did it for Ram. I might as well do it for this. So, Rambot, it started early on. However, the release date is the only date I have on record, if that makes sense. So I had to +1 it to get the actual age. But this one I won't have to. And now let's GSP start Ram API. And possibly cause Rambot to freak out in the process, because it's gonna update stuff. Lovely, so I can continue. So we're good there. I'm gonna go ahead and continue coding while that reboots. By the time it's done rebooting, we'll have what we need. Anyways, we need to set up the headers, because we need to pass on a token thing. So this takes an API key still, because part of the older format hasn't ever been upgraded since Ram API was released publicly. And we're just gonna do backend key from the secure side for now. There we go. So that should be everything that we need. So we'll do then results, catch error, logs error. So what we're gonna do is, if the results came out clean, we're gonna head and do a client dot user. And actually, this is easy. I'm just gonna do this, but we're just gonna say res in front of everything, because that's where res that data. Sorry. And res data. There we go. So that should do it there. That should be it, right? Yeah, okay. So we should be ready here, and it should work, essentially. I'm not gonna worry about the commands yet, and we don't need... We're also gonna head and do run a command here. We're gonna call it new ram a new utils dot version check. Now in config we can do is called ram API v. This will allow us to update the version at will. When is this version 16? Since that's the version we're using. And I actually need to get myself a key for this. Actually, I was just in it. Settings. Alright, there we go. Because the new API uses a different formatting. Version 16 is very complicated. It's the latest version, however, it uses a different formatting than the old one, so you actually have to have correct formatting. Otherwise, it won't do anything. Anyways, we're going to be checking the version against bot dot. We're going to retry after 60 seconds. And the retry amount, we'll just do 2 retries. If it fails to retry after the second one. So I think etils is something new I did to check for an update on RAM API. So what it does is if you're using an outdated version, for whatever reason, it will automatically say, hey, you're not up to date. This is not the latest. This is not the latest version. Which makes sense. That's gonna happen. So we check it and it will output automatically. Now the way this package works is it automatically occurs. It will automatically console log. And the whole, and this is why I like to add .catch on these packages, like so. Because then it just automatically ignores it and doesn't do anything with the error. It automatically handles that for you because it's the way API.js was coded to be handled. Now you can add your own custom log too. It will log something, but I would say check console or something stupid. I can't remember what I did because the error is already in the console. It provides a pretty decent error based on it. Now the error will be detailed on this catch if it's something that requires detail, but this won't. It's just a version checker. The odds of a major issue happening is very, very slim. I also need to add this function at the bottom of here because I just remembered the type actually gets changed. And again, I need to async this. So what this does is it will take any capital letters that the API outputs and lowercase it. If it's not already able to be done, I don't think this is again goes back to, if I actually go here, I can explain it better. Okay, so this is again, once again, that the API is a little bit outdated. When Discord.js updated, they went to lowercase, and the API never went to that formatting or anything like that. So this just formats it so that way Rambot understands. And actually, most recently, we forced an output of custom against the bot. So that's how Rambot handled it. However, we're not going to be doing that with this bot, so. And that's actually what this is right here. It's just using a custom status. But we're not going to do that with this bot. This bot's going to be the basic version of RAM. That's the goal, is to make a lower tiered version. Now, both are free. I'm not even sure why I'm doing this. I'm doing this for the fun of it, I guess. But, it's what RAM used to be. before the dashboard ever came out, before I decided to do all these advanced features, cool features, and stuff like that. So that more or less. The only problem is this bot won't have configuration the same way. You won't be able to edit the plugins, so everything's enabled by default. So you don't have users using commands that you probably don't want to use. If you want that kind of configuration, that's unfortunately a RAM thing. I'm not going into that much detail because that requires a dashboard, and I don't want RAM to need a dashboard. Okay, so we should be set here. As you can see, it outputs the version as playing instead of doing what RAM does. That's fine with me. Now we're just gonna wait a full minute or two here to see if the status changes or if it's gonna have issues with the status changing. That's what I'm gonna see here now. That's the goal, to see will it change the status or will it have issues. It should change it pretty decently. So they both should have rotate sets, because RAM always had rotate sets. So basically what I'm doing is backlogging what I had before the dashboard came out. Now, it will still get some of the cool features like RAM has. It will just be more basic. Okay, why am I doing this? Questioning myself here. But yeah, let's just say this. It's not, I don't mean like basic free. Like the way it used to be before dashboard, for users who don't like dashboards. So if it requires a dashboard or dashboard makes it simpler to do, I'm not doing it in this spot. Basically, it's just a secondary bot at this point. It's just a bot you can use if you wish. So far, it hasn't changed. Did it error? Oh, yep, it did. Requests failed with status code 500, and the RAM API is up to date. Now, why did it fail? Did I not do it right? So it requires the guilds, which I did. 01 was the shard in the total. Oh, users. I'm missing users. Is that our... Why is... Oh, total members, I see. So I'm missing users. Client dot members. I think it's... No, client dot users. Dot catch dot size. Okay, now it should work. That was my fault. I didn't find the users, and I totally overlooked that. I'm hoping the age one will come up. I'm gonna have to keep looking on that and see if it acts up. It should show it as 1 years old. No, 0 years old. So it should show as 0. Now when it releases usually when it's a year old. So that's how I usually do my bot. So this bot won't be released until August of next year. It takes a year, I know, to develop. Rambot, that's how Rambot is. That's why it adds a plus. Because originally I didn't have Rambot created as a bot. It was just like this development bot. Except I deleted that old one, unfortunately. So I no longer have record of that. But, yeah, that's how it used to be. But for now, we're just doing the age properly this time, since I know the actual age of the start of the development. Alright, too, every update this bot will be online, So it's a live beta. This is something new I'm doing. I didn't do this for RAM, but it's a live beta. So you get all that features early on. If you decide to invite the bot, just note that there could be bugs and not everything's set up for it yet. I haven't gotten the bug command in. I'm hoping to get the commands in tonight at some point. Activity type is not defined. That's because I never defined an activity type. That was my fault. That's good. That means it aired out appropriately and give me it here. And as you can see, this is what that version checker does. It just outputs this. I can actually show you what it does when you're outdated as well. While I'm at it. So we'll wait here for it to run and see if it actually runs. It should. In theory, it should. I also want to point out some facts too. The features that this bot may have now in the beta phase may get removed when it reaches 100 servers as well, so keep that in mind. At the 75 server mark, I'll be applying for the attempts that I wanted. If I don't get approved from them, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that. So the features will either be killed off or be redone to not require the intent, if possible. If it's not possible to redo it, it just gets removed. And that's an unfortunate truth about creating new bots like this when it's based off of another bot. A Grandbot was very hard to get to where it is now. It's still growing too. I mean, version 20.x started development a couple days ago, and it's getting up there on stuff that's new and not new, and what's going on in the development of RAM API and stuff for it. Because RAM API 2 is still in its beta, and it hasn't progressed in a while, but it will. Okay, there's the logger when it has a warning. Now, it's still supported, so it's going to say that it's outdated, but it's still supported. That's why it's a warning. It will give out an error if it's outdated. So if I was to do version 11, it would first let me, before I try that, let me make sure it did. Cool. Actually, this one will actually have a /sub command, hopefully. Man, if I was to do version 11 here, give it the minute or so to run, you would see it would error out because version 11 is no longer supported. It's more than 3 versions back. The API only works 3 versions back, so 15, 14, possibly 13. I can't remember. I don't know if 13 is supported. Now, version 11 supported on the backend because backend versions are different than main versions, the public versions. I'm not going to get to it. So what currently works is 12, 13, 15, and 16. And 16 is the latest. So 12, 13, and 15, and 16 are all the versions that RAM API currently supports that you can use with the package. Now, I'm going to go over something real quick while we wait that 1 minute about RAM API.js. That's very important. I want to point out for anyone who plans on using the package. One, the latest version is 15.0.3. That's what gives you access to version 16. A lot of versions were depreciated, actually, because reasons. See, these latest builds. So version 15.0.3 is the one that adds version 16. It changed. So when you go here, it's going to lead you here. These are all the examples that you can do with this package. And it's no 1 points. Now, yes, this is version 14. That's because it's supported. And I haven't changed it to version 16. But it uses version 16 now here in normal. if you actually come to extended, this is not supported past version 15. That's because this is no longer how things are done. Everything's done through the normal endpoint. You just put the token here, it knows what version you're using. So if you put version 15, it will know. If you put version 16, it will know which key you're trying to attach to. Now, version 15 under keys are harder to get nowadays because we don't really assign them anymore. It was a manual system. Now, if you go to api.rambot.xyz, you have managed keys now. You will log in to your account or sign up for an account. And then you'll get a two-step verification code inside your email, which will allow you to log in and get your key and generate a key. If you actually here, I'll show you that by creating a dummy account. Obviously, I need to create one I have access to. Now let me log in. It won't log you in right away. You have to log in manually. It takes a minute to log in because it has to send a two-step verification code. It's automatically enabled by default to everyone that emails you a code. That's just for security reasons. It protects the keys. There you go. I'm going to enter it asks for email, then it's going to ask for a code, which was sent to my inbox. Give me 1 second here to check on something. What in the world does these do? Huh? Did I ever get to switch out the... Sorry, I'm generally confused here because I'm not getting... Give me 1 second, guys. Out into members. Okay, so when you sign up for an account and sign in, you get into here. This explains the key system a bit. So you get a current key, which right now there's no key in system. Sign up a new key, we'll replace the old key. So when you do a new key, it automatically places the old key, and I'll show that in a second. If you need a second key for whatever reason, you email the email on this key, which won't normally occur. You have to provide a very specific reason why you need another key without creating another account. It's very specific for a reason because new keys are hard to get created in the system that currently exists. We have to use the old system to do it, and then copy and move that key over onto a dummy account that you can't even access. So just keep that in mind. If you need, then this key above is only valid for version 16 and up. So version 16 and up to version 16, 17, 18, 19, etc. Anything 15 and under will require the old key system, which obviously requires you to join the support server or email for one. You just click this key. It will give you a key. And it will show you how to use it in the headers as well if you decide to do it manually, do Axios. Now, if you're doing it in this, you just need to copy this value here. I can use that. A new key just obviously does that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick and then exit out because I don't want you guys knowing my token. There, that'd be bad. You should create your own account if you want to use RAM API. But yeah, it looks like it's working. This seems to be doing its job. But yeah, this is. It's still saying it's supported. I know what version 1. Very old, by the way. Version 1. I miss version 1 though. It was the simplest of API. I'm not sure if this is an issue with the package or not, but I want to get this working on stream. I might have to fix the package and update it a bit later and then get it back on my Linux OS. And this bot I'll probably work on off stream as well, but it'll be done on this OS, so that way I can stream it often. I'll try to stream it when I can. This is just waiting. This is development, by the way. There we go. There's the error. Version 1 is outdated and is no longer supported. Please update to the latest. Version 16. It will ask you to update to the latest. You don't have to. You can update to whatever version you want. Just note that you may get this error if you don't acknowledge it. And nothing will work either. All of them will output the same error, that it's outdated and no longer works. I'm pushing version 16 a lot lately on this because I want to get version 16 to be the last supported version, so that way I can finally get rid of the old API key system. The old API key system is horribly designed. The new one is better because now you can create it yourself, and I love that. I don't know why I never thought about that. And it's the same for RAM API 2, except it's odd. You have to log in if you use that token. That token does expire too. So after a month, you would have to re-log in again. That one's a mess. I'm not sure what's going on with RAM API 2 at this moment in time. RAM API 2 may never happen. It may just be stalled over where it's at. I have no idea. I don't know how to help you on that one. You don't know what I'm talking about. If we go back here to npm and go to my user account, obviously I have a lot of packages here, and I'm not gonna go through all of them in today's stream. But this is RAM API 2.js. It's like RAM API.js except for the second version of RAM API. So it uses tokens to log in. So you use token async login, sign up, has those. And then you also have tokens. So you will assign tokens. And we head to the docs here. The docs allows you to log into here, which the API does now too. So you have posts here, which you manually access. It doesn't have a website. Oh, it does. But the website doesn't exist. It's just the docs. So signing up for this one's a little bit harder because it requires setup. Where API, if you go to the docs for the latest version, you can see you can put your token here, and I like to put it into all of these now, so that's nice. So you've got some versions, but it doesn't have a login endpoint that's available to the public. It's all privately done via the website. And Don't post in here. It's actually the suggestion the suggestion one, which allows you to suggest things, which I'm not even sure if it still works right now. And actually, if you go back, and the demo is the same way, except it's free. There's no authentications to it. But yeah, that's it. But you can actually go to docs. You can go to version 15/docs, or is it docs session 15? I don't remember. There we go. If you go to the older docs here, obviously this is outdated. So it's gonna say it's outdated. You can see that authorization says nothing, but it requires an API key. That's because the old system was not formatted properly. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, and I know I remembered a lot. But anyways, I see you guys in the next one.